PTE Computer and Test Room. Frequently asked questions. Hi, I'm Kaya from E2 Language. I'm probably the best person to talk to you about the PTE Computer and Test Room. I had to take the PTE twice because the first time I used the microphone incorrectly and I got a low speaking score. The second time, I got 90. The microphone. There's no magic trick with the microphone. Just place it as you usually would, just in front of your mouth. What you need to be careful of is breathing or blowing air into the microphone, because the computer will register that as a word or a sound. Of course, you're allowed to breathe, but just no big puffs of air or sighs. Keep in mind that while you're speaking, try not to cough, sniff, sneeze, or swallow. Just make sure that you've taken a deep breath before the timer starts, and then you only have to resist for 40 seconds maximum. Here's an example of Jay doing what you should not do during the speaking time.
Suppose you're on a game show and you're given the choice of 3 doors. Behind one door is a car. Behind the others, goats. Goats? That's a bit weird. You pick a door, say number 1, and the host, who knows what's behind the doors, opens another door, say number 3, which has a goat. He says to you, do you want to pick door number 2? What? What is this about? Is it to your advantage to switch your choice of doors?
He sighed, puffed, coughed, sneezed, and sniffed. Don't do that. The timer. The timer is really important because it tells you how long you have left on a particular task. You should use the timer to measure the length of your speaking. For example, in Describe Image, you get 40 seconds. Watch the timer closely to begin your conclusion at 30 seconds. Then make sure you finish before 40 seconds. The next button. As soon as you have finished a task, you should click the next button and move on to the next task. It will not affect your score if you press next, and it will save you time. This is especially important in reading and listening because you need to manage your own time in these tasks. Transitions between tasks. You need to know the format of the test because there are no transition slides between the different tasks. In other words, the PTE does not tell you what's next. You need to know what's coming next, and you need to know what each task will look like. The erasable notebook. A lot of the PTE tasks require you to take notes. You take notes on the erasable notebook that you receive at the beginning of the exam. It's simply a plastic-coated notebook, and you can write on it with an erasable pen. Make sure your pens work before you start the exam. And try to take notes neatly because it's easy to scribble and this may make it hard for you to read your own writing. The other people in the room. Yes, in the speaking section of the test, there will be other people speaking as well. It is a little distracting, but it's a situation that happens in real life too. All you need to do is concentrate on your computer screen. Don't concentrate on the other people. If they are too loud, then you can raise your hand and notify the PTE invigilators. The PTE invigilators. Remember, if you have any problems throughout the test, you can always ask the PTE invigilators. When I took my test, these people were extremely friendly and helpful. E2 Language. For free practice materials and methods that work, sign up to e2language.com.